We're not your classic superheroes. We're not the favorites. We're the other guys.
All right, all new. For 2018, it's Around Midnight with the Local Boys. I am Joe Carbonetta. I've got Todd Fluger across from me and Chevelle Devine sitting here in the center of the table. And this is Around Midnight. This is Mixified Media Solutions Around Midnight. Sorry, we have a new sponsor now. We have a new producer. All right, guys, how are you doing tonight?
Hey.
Not bad. So is that like we're like the, I don't know, it's like how they put the names in all the arenas now? Is that what we're doing with that show?
Mixified Media Solutions. I don't think we have to announce it like that every night. I just thought I'd point out that we're in the new Studio A at Mixified Media Solutions. And we moved up to fancier digs, sort of.
Swell.
Oh man, that just reminds me of that bit in what was that, Basketball? That hilarious Trey Parker and Matt Stone's sports movie.
Okay, what was the bit that it reminded you of?
Yeah, you said they were renaming all the arenas.
Yeah.
And it was like the Tampax whatever sports arena.
Oh yeah.
They did that bit where they showed all the sports arenas. They were all branded crazy crap. Hilarious movie. I gotta watch that.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll have to look into that at some point too, because I don't
look into it. Wait, you're saying you haven't seen?
I never saw
Basketball?
Nope, never saw it.
Oh my god, I thought you were cool, Joe.
Sorry to burst your bubble or I don't know, dispel your illusion. I don't know.
I'm getting off this show. Click.
Okay, so. It is now 2018, and what do you think about this, guys? Pot is legal.
If you can find it. Well, I mean, you can find it. If you can find it legally.
I didn't know it was difficult to find at this point.
No, it's really easy to find. It's hard to find legally, though.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, there are places that sell it, but...
So people weren't prepared for this?
No.
Eventuality?
Part of it was, like, they delayed the actual sales until the state could figure out how they would tax it and build a structure to support the economy of it. They dragged their feet on it, and now all of the municipalities are still trying to figure out how they're going to deal with it.
You know what? The funny thing is, I have to be more clear about this. It's legal, but it's not legal. But it's legal, but it's not legal. I hope that makes it more clear.
I mean, that's always been the thing with the medical version of it, that it was on a state level legal, but on a federal level, it's
not
still
legal, right?
Schedule 1 narcotic.
And even though it's legal on a state level, cities can still choose to outlaw it.
Really?
Well, they can't outlaw it. They can regulate it. If they cannot say that you out and out can't have it, because you can have it, but they can make it illegal for you to sell it.
Yeah, it's illegal for you to dispense.
Back at the homestead, I know
but
the
you
city
could
of
grow it in your backyard.
Yeah, you can grow. You can
anywhere
you
in
could do that.
California, as long as
you could do that after the whole medical thing. You could grow a certain amount and have a plant. You just had to have the card say it was for medical use. But like I don't know exactly what LA County's ruling is, but all of them are basically trying to figure out how to tax it. And there's different levels of it. Like there's certain, because it's not even just the sales and the consumption. You got to figure out where you're going to do the processing, where you're going to do the growing, and they have to regulate all of that. Like if you have somebody who just wants to grow and then sell to distributors, can that person do business in your city? And if that is true, then can you actually have them legally transport it across your city boundaries? There's like a whole lot of stuff that still needs to be worked out in it.
I got the night terrors.
Yeah, I've got insomnia. Let me take something that
I got that restless leg syndrome.
I don't like it. It hurts.
Yeah.
And of course, now there's the whole issue. Everybody's concerned about people driving high. You know, before we just had to worry about
I am so not
people
worried
that
about
are
that.
drunk driving. Now we have to worry about them driving high. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but in California, as you're cruising down the highway, they have all of those big message boards lit up to let you know, if you didn't already, that if you get high and get behind the wheel, it's still a DUI.
Yeah, they made sure to get that.
Well, that was
even before the new year. They had those up.
That was one of the problems they actually had with it, because how do you know if they're high? Like how much? There's not like a breathalyzer test or something you can take for that.
No, apparently they don't have a way to detect it. Well, they're working on it, but they don't have. So they can still administer the field sobriety test, and that's how they will determine whether or not you are under the influence of something.
Right.
Is that now where they hold a Taco Bell chalupa under, and if you can't resist it.
That's it. If they pull you over and then they have an In-N-Out truck drive by, and if you go running down the freeway after it, they know you're wasted.
Well, Jack got ahead of the curve with their munchie meals, man.
Yeah, they've been on that for a little while now.
They saw it coming down the line.
Yeah, as it turns out, weed's not hard to get around here.
Not at all.
So they've been riding that train for a while. This isn't anything new for them. How long have they been selling 2 tacos for 99 cents?
Good point.
Yeah, it's been like
that's
20
true.
years.
At least
and
that
you
long.
kind of have to be high to enjoy one of those things.
A Jack Taco.
You know what? I've never partaken personally in the weed. By the way, not the tacos. I
Jack
love the
Tacos?
Jack Tacos, but I've never partaken in the weed. But I certainly do know people who like to use the substance, have for many years, and it was a staple food for people who got high was the tacos.
Yeah, man.
So I'm
easy to get.
I'm pretty sure that Jack was onto something 20 years ago.
They'll probably start selling weed now.
Here's my
idea.
Because they can do edibles in the tacos.
Here's my idea for a restaurant. Because what you got to do is you got to make it legal to smoke weed at your restaurant. Have a little patio table.
No,
like
you can't do that. You cannot
yes,
do
you
that.
can.
No, because
Yes,
you
you
can't.
can.
No, the law says that
They
you
have
cannot.
smoking rooms in certain places. Like in sporting arenas and whatnot, they have rooms specifically where you can smoke and still be able to watch the game. So if
Okay.
you create that same thing for marijuana, you've got a built-in audience, and you just make Doritos cost $20. That's my idea for a restaurant. $1 joint, $20
You better
Doritos.
trademark that now because you realize we're just putting this up on the web for everybody.
Hey, man. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's a. And what would you call your restaurant? I'm just curious.
Who cares?
That would be the name of it. Who cares?
Who cares?
Okay.
I just call it The Joint.
Oh my goodness! And I still don't have the rim shot. Wait. No, wait. You know what we can do? No. Yeah, there we go.
Good
Joint. That was actually. I got to give him props for that. That was pretty good.
Sounds
the joint.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
you can be a partner. Well, I'll let you call it Joe's Joint.
That starts to sound kind of weird.
We got one for that too.
So, I mean, what do you think about legalized marijuana? What's your position on
You know what? I'm not. I'm not thrilled about the idea, honestly. And I'll tell you my real problem with it, because there's not enough data to find out whether people are going to be driving high. That does concern me. But in fact, there was just something in the news overnight that a poor young man in his 30s in Orange County was killed by a drunk driver driving the wrong way down the freeway at 100 miles an hour.
Drunk.
He was driving, it was another 30-year-old male, drunk on alcohol, driving the wrong way down the freeway. CHP in pursuit, trying to get him to stop. He was completely ignoring them. Got onto a narrow bridge, and there was a 30-year-old gentleman with his, I guess, girlfriend or something in the vehicle, and this guy ran into them at 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
And of course, it's always the innocent victim that dies, and his female companion is in critical condition in the hospital, and the drunk driver walks away with comparatively minor injuries. So, I guess we can only wait and see what's going to happen in terms of the legalized pot.
I don't think it'll be nearly as bad as alcohol.
Well,
And that's always been my problem with having it be illegal, because alcohol is far worse.
now let's see.
Far worse.
Here's my immediate concern with the legalization of this is that it smells like a skunk. And I don't like the smell of skunk to begin with, and the idea that I could just walk down the street or even out my front door and be assaulted with this smell, I'm not so thrilled about that. I'm going to be honest. I was really not in favor of this to begin with, but
Yeah, there's that.
What
I'll
do
tell you what, the person who comes up with the odorless marijuana, it's money in the bank.
what about you guys? Todd?
I mean, isn't that those vape pens? Don't they
Yeah,
essentially have that?
Yeah,
where
you could do
It's just the
oils.
and
Yeah.
stuff, whatever the THC.
I
whatever
can't wait to hear whether Todd's for or against this.
Man, I've never done it. I probably won't.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've heard some people say it's cool, and that I was lame for not doing it.
I will be. You can call me lame. I am lame. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but I think I've just had to deal with that my whole life, having my face that I look like I'm high all the time.
Okay, still for or against? Come on.
So I can't see. I don't like it, but yeah, if other people want to do it, more power to them. Oh. Yeah, I certainly don't like the fact that they can walk down the street.
No, they can't. They can't walk down the street and do that.
Can't they?
No, they cannot. You can grow the stuff, you can have it, but you can only do it in your house. You cannot walk down the street. You cannot be in a car and use it at all. Even if you're a passenger, you can't use it because you could be affecting the driver.
Yeah, same way as.
But
alcohol.
Are you saying you're okay with it?
Yeah, it sounds okay.
So I can't own a gun, but you're going to let people walk around high all over the place. You're cool with that?
Totes.
CJ, where are you on this one?
I've felt like it should be legal all along. It's well, let me.
Are you high?
No, and I'm not a huge fan of it, and I have tried it, and it just didn't really do anything for me. I found it to be kind of a waste of money.
Wait,
I'm cheap.
Did you say you tried it?
Yes, I have. It was overpriced. If the price point comes down, I don't know.
But I mean, comparatively, if you're looking for a high, isn't it the cheapest high you can get? Well,
no,
I mean,
it's not
besides,
the cheapest.
No. This show is the cheapest high you can get. Around midnight is the cheapest high you can get.
Actually, it probably is the cheapest high because you can just grow it, and that I think is a part of the reason why it was so heavily regulated. Because if you look at the history of why it's illegal in the first place, it doesn't make sense for it to be illegal. Because outside of just the bud and being able to smoke that, the plant itself has so many different uses.
Hemp.
The hemp, you can use it for oils, you can use it for soaps, you can use it for all kinds of stuff. Clothing, you can use it for anything, and it can get you high. So, I mean, it was. As usual, is some lobbyists who was trying to protect their own economic interests. There's definitely a large lobby from the tobacco companies, and I guarantee you they're going to jump on board with marijuana.
So you're suggesting that the reason it's illegal all these years is strictly for financial purposes, has nothing to do with the safety of the general public.
Well, you have one plant. If you look at the South, back when my people didn't count for much, well, that could have been yesterday, you had cotton and you had tobacco. Those were like two huge industries. And with those two industries, hemp could annihilate both of those industries because it can serve as something to smoke and something you can wear or make things out of.
But can you, in a pinch, could you smoke your clothes to get high?
No. You have to smoke the bud and it has to contain the THC.
I see.
So, no. You can't do that. I mean, you can try. You could probably roll up the bud in your clothes and smoke that. But
if you ran out of papers.
Because, I mean, then do we have to worry about people running around high and naked in the street? Is that going to be the other thing?
But then the other problem.
What happened to your clothes? I smoked them, man. I really needed a joint.
I guarantee you somebody has done that.
High Chevelle is bad enough. High and naked Chevelle?
Oh.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, and then the other thing that I didn't like is the fact that alcohol is so bad. I mean, it alters you in ways that marijuana doesn't. Marijuana, most people who smoke it, you get calm, you get lazy. Alcohol makes you aggressive. It makes you stupid. It makes you think you're Superman.
It doesn't make everybody aggressive. There are different kinds of drunk people. There's the aggressive people, there's the happy drunk, and then there's the sleepy drunk.
Here's the one thing it does do to everybody. It makes you think you can just do anything. People get belligerent, they get loud, they get obnoxious.
That's really just you.
That's
really just you.
I have never seen somebody who drank too much who was just chill. Never.
Really? You've never seen Todd just pass out after a beer?
That's me.
Before he passes out, though, he is highly aggressive.
I see.
Highly aggressive.
What is highly aggressive for Todd? I've never seen Todd get aggressive in his life.
It's funny, and I'm not.
I do agree.
I wish I had a cell phone.
Chevelle believes that he can do anything after he's had a couple drinks because I've seen him try to play pool.
Yeah, people think that they're
He
Superman.
really thinks he's good, and the cue ball is on like 2 tables over afterward.
And think about it. Like, what rap song do you know that was awesome because somebody got drunk? They're all awesome because people got high.
What about that one? Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just saying.
What about that one guy that has crunk juice?
Yeah, his music sucked. Nobody knows his name.
Yeah, who? What?
Nobody knows his name.
Yeah, he had like codeine and something or other in that.
Nobody knows his name.
Chalice.
Okay, all right. Well, on that note, it's time for us to get out of here.
All that said, I do not endorse it, but I just don't think it needs to be illegal.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so there's CJ's take. Todd, you're okay with the weed, not okay with the guns.
Yeah, like he said, who's get killed from weed? No one.
That depends on whether they get behind the wheel. The jury's still out on that. We'll have to see.
It's been out in Washington, and it hasn't happened.
Oh, well, interesting. Okay, all right. Well, so this has been another exciting episode of Around Midnight with the Local Boys. I'm Joe Carbonetta. Chevelle Devine, Todd Pfluger. You can check us out on Twitter at Joe Carbonetta, at Chevelle Devine, at Fluker Todd. Is that correct?
No, it's Todd Pfluger.
Is that Todd Pfluger?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, so check us out on Twitter, check us out on Facebook, and check us out at Mixify.com. There's a link there. And remember that if you have production needs, Mixify.com, or Mixify has your solution. And you can check them out at Mixify.com.
That was a mouthful. I bet if you were smoking, you'd have said that a lot smoother.
I don't, the world will never know.
We'll have to test it.
Mixify.com or call 951-356-6882. Why are you trying to feed me pretzels?
Eat it.
Yeah, no. What's in the I'm not touching that. I'm not putting my lips on that. We're out of here next Friday night. Oh no, we're not next Friday night. When do the shows drop
We'll
anyway,
see you next
Todd?
time we see
Whenever you want.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll see you.